Yeah, how do we discipline at home?
So what is our discipline method?
My kids misbehave so much.
Hi, I'm Kat Juan Ledesma. I'm a writer, educator, wife, and new mother of 2. Parenting has definitely been my most exciting journey, but it also comes with a lot of questions. So I've asked a few friends and experts to share what they've learned from their own parenting adventures. We've compiled the best stories and tips in the hopes that their experiences will enlighten yours. This is The Parent Files. Brought to you by the Parenting Emporium and Ask Off Lagundi, the #1 natural cough remedy.
Wyatt's at the age where he's a bit older, but at the same time, since he's in the younger spectrum, I mean, he just turned 6. He can't really control his emotions that much, so he does raise his voice. He gets very impatient with his little brother, who just wants to be around him all the time. So at this point, we always tell him, you know, Wyatt, you can't raise your voice. You have to realize that Walt is only 2 years old. You were 2 once. And your older cousins, they were very patient with you. So you have to be the same with your younger brother. At the same time, I feel sometimes that he also mirrors how I react to certain things. So I really have to watch myself too. We have to be good examples for our children.
Sophie is actually at that age where she really tries to push boundaries and defy what you're asking her to do, or questioning almost. And there will be like stomping and slamming of doors and like saying like I don't like you or I hate you or stuff like that. In terms of like timeouts or grounding, we've given her timeouts, definitely.
My 2 boys fight a lot. So one minute they're like best friends and next minute they're like wrestling each other. So that for us is a big no-no. Or when they shout at the help, when their yayas try to like tell them to do stuff and they're not ready to do stuff. So those are big things for us. So to discipline them, we take away their gadget, their privileges like TV time or PlayStation or Nintendo Switch time. We take that away.
The discipline that we are enforcing has evolved. You know, sad shares used to work for us, timeout that used to work for us, talking to him used to work for us, but he has outgrown all of them. So right now, what works for us is taking away privilege.
In terms of disciplining, we would need to have one-on-one time with him. Like always, like if it's both of us, it could be too much for him. Kasi we don't really spank eh. Well, it doesn't match him.
Not for his personality.
Not for his personality. Like if we spank his hand, all the more he will feel sensitive about it and we'll have to explain. So we started with facing the wall when he was young, and then now it's long talks. Like
You have to really sit him down, talk to him.
Sometimes you give them the timeout, but it doesn't work anymore. When you've done it for so many times, it doesn't work anymore. They just keep on staring at each other and they laugh. So when it doesn't work, I make them do push-ups, so it's healthy for them. Or do planking, and I tell them, you know, it's healthy. Different strokes for different folks.
So we subscribe to the positive discipline. We really believe that discipline is about teaching our children. So when we have that mindset that we want to teach our children, we don't punish, we don't have yung parang grounding or something. It's really a matter of being patient with them and teaching them, okay, so we try to understand what's the underlying feelings or emotions beneath their actions.
We don't attempt any negative things like punishing, spanking, because negative reinforcements, we feel that it will make the child more confused. So what we do is we allow them to express how they feel first. When the feeling has subsided, that's when we teach what should be done, what is proper.
In terms of discipline, we believe that, like what he said, there's no one way. There's no right way, I think, of disciplining your kids. I think you have to know their personalities also very well to see what will work for them. Like, for example, our eldest, timeouts worked for him. If we needed him to calm down or to get a hold of himself, timeouts work very well for him. But for our daughter, she gets even more terrified and distressed when we put her on a timeout. So for her, it really works if we just sit her down and we talk to her calmly and explain to her why what she did was not right. So I really think that it's very important for you to know the personality of your child and to figure out what it is, what kind of discipline technique you should apply when it comes to, I don't know, setting them straight or something.
Special thanks to Gautier and 27 Annapolis Boutique Residences.